Hi, my name is Sarah and I'm a student at Cardiff University. I originally come from Italy and last week our lectures has been suspended because of the coronavirus outbreak, and I had to make a difficult choice of whether to stay in the UK or come back to Italy. So I've given it a very good thought, and I thought that because this virus seems to be following a trend, in the UK the situation is going to worsen. So that with the fact that I rather stay with my family and in my country where I have my NHS and I know how everything works, has led me to take the decision of going back home. And because the Italian government is organising some flights to repatriate nationals who live abroad, I have decided to take one of those. Apparently there is no guarantee that the flight won't be cancelled, so tomorrow we'll find out if I will go back home. And it's going to be a very long journey because I currently live in Cardiff and I have to go to London, and then from London I will fly to Rome and I will land there tomorrow night. So we'll stay there in a hotel, and then in the morning I will try to take a train to go back to Milan, and then from there another train go back to my hometown. Of course I won't be able to be back with my family because I have to self-quarantine and I cannot have contacts with them. So we'll stay in a different apartment and self-isolate for 15 days. So I will take you on a journey to a repatriation journey to see how and if I can get back to Italy. Hello, it's now Sunday, March the 22nd, and it's 9:30. I have my bus for London in 30 minutes and I've just emptied the whole room, the whole house, and it feels very, very sad, and I'm just a bit nervous that something is going to go wrong with the trip, but I need to stay positive. And now I know that the British government has put some restrictions on travels, but they're supposed to start from tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be able to reach London without any issues. And the Italian government has closed down and put even more restrictions on anything, so it's going to be even harder for me to travel within the country. And yes, hopefully I'll see you in London.
We invite all passengers to wear their masks for the whole flight. Thank you for your cooperation.
I'm in Italy. Hello, so it's now midnight. I finally landed in Rome and I got a taxi because I had a reservation in this hotel. And then whilst I was on the taxi, I got an email from the train line because I was going to get a train tomorrow morning saying that the train was cancelled. So I panicked, came back to the hotel, I spoke to my parents and something, and finally we decided to book another plane. So for tomorrow at 1, I'm gonna have to go to the airport again and fly to Milan. So that's the plan. Hopefully that's why it doesn't get cancelled. But yeah, now I just really need to sleep. Good morning. Good morning from Rome. I've just woken up. I'm gonna have some breakfast and then head to the airport because my flight is at 1:15. So yeah, hopefully today's the day that I come back home. Hello, I am in the airport again. I've just gone through security and hopefully I'm gonna go to Milano Malpensa, so back to Milan. I've just gone through the security with the police asking me why I'm travelling. Yeah, everything is shut here.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes we will land. Please check your tray table. Please tell your seatbelt is upright.
finally home. Well, this is actually not home. This is an apartment that's now empty, and I will quarantine here on my own because I didn't want to be in contact with any of my family or friends, just in case I actually did get the virus on the whole journey. But yes, I'm finally back home, and now I'm just gonna settle down. And my parents have put this little thing, which is like this motto that's been going around in Italy, saying everything will be alright because of this whole situation. It feels really weird to be in my hometown but not being able to actually be in my house with my family. The situation here in Italy is quite critical, and coming from the UK, where when I left everything was pretty much normal, and then arriving here where the situation is really, really difficult and the streets are empty and everything is shut down, it's quite a big change. I know that in the UK now there's a lockdown too, so it would have been pretty much the same. I've already spoken to my GP, and he said just to self-isolate for 14 days and regularly check my temperature. If I have any symptoms, to contact my GP. And yes, so this is the end of my crazy journey from Cardiff to my hometown in Italy, and it's been very, very tiring and stressful and full of surprises, but I'm finally here and I'm really grateful to be home now.